Hi, my name is Goldman. I'm the director and founder of Goldman and Associates. Our firm has a primary focus on family law, so please subscribe to our channel. You know, there's a lot of psychological terminology that gets thrown around in divorce. People will say, she's, manic depressive. He's a narcissist. All these terms. And how do I handle this if he's a narcissist? As if this diagnosis has been made by a professional. More often than not, I have people who will call and say, she's this, she's that. Are you a doctor? No. How do you know? Well, that's just my take on it. Well, your take on it doesn't necessarily define the person. If somebody truly has some sort of psychological pathology, then the question becomes, well, how do you handle that in a divorce? I mean, here you are trying to do things above board, and you're dealing with a person who's not reliable to follow through on Monday what they told you on Sunday. How do you deal with that? Well, the answer is you document everything through your attorneys. You have your attorneys make sure that everything goes through channels and that the court signs orders for all these things, and that takes it out of you having to deal with that person who's got these problems, and you follow the court's order. The court's order is designed to take all those things into account. If you have a particularly difficult situation because of the problems of the other person, because they're manic depressive and that may be impacting the child, you should be filing petitions to get the custody and to limit the parenting time in such a way that the child is safeguarded. I mean, you should be doing those kinds of things. But remember, ultimately, the court doesn't care about your problems dealing with your ex. That's why you're getting divorced. The court really doesn't take a position on it. The court does take a position, though, if those problems that cause you such grief with your ex also bleed into your relationship and your dealings with the child. If that's the situation, then the court has to know about it. The court has to know that, this person is, manic depressive, and when they're depressive, they just don't show up for parenting time. And the kid sits there looking out the window, waiting for mom to appear, waiting for dad's car to drive up. All of these things, the court has to know about that so that it can tailor-make appropriate orders that protects everybody. If you have any questions about that, reach out. We'll be glad to help you out.